Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? This reading, I'm recording it on the 15th, but it's for the 16th and 17th. Now, all of you have been walking through challenges most people never saw coming. The wait, the silence, the trials. None of it was random. These were all tests from God, and it was a test of your heart. For those of you that have passed, and you will know if you have passed, life is going to start aligning with the purpose that was placed inside of you, okay? The ones that haven't passed, you're probably going to keep struggling because why? Something keeps pulling you backwards. So if you did what you were supposed to do, life is automatically just going to start opening up. The right people will arrive, and you will no longer have to chase anything or anyone because everything will be perfectly matched up with who you are meant to be. Today, or the 16th, will mark a moment that your path begins to fulfill your true calling. Some of you have no idea how much of an influence you have on people, but be open to see the changes. August 16th through the 17th, the moon is entering Gemini. So, for those of you that want to be in the mind of a Gemini, caution, be careful. Basically, try to silence your mind for the next 48 hours. Watch out for being overstimulated. See, Geminis, our minds tend to work very fast. We can think about 12 different things all at once. So if you're not used to that kind of energy, or your mind isn't used to processing like that, then you are going to feel very overloaded and very frustrated and very overstimulated. And I suggest that if you are that kind of person that's not used to that, stay away from social media or stay away from trying to process new information, okay? Try not to stress eat, because Geminis have an issue with when they're thinking too much and too much in their head, they tend to stress eat. So try not to overeat, even if they're not even hungry. They're just, all of a sudden that oral fixation kind of kicks in. You can go ahead and try to silence your mind, like you can meditate, go take a walk in nature, maybe even just try to cook a really nice dinner, but pay attention to the ingredients, and like make it a Zen. You can, cook and meditate at the same time, take a spiritual bath, but try not to allow your mind to be too quick to jump, in a sense. And try not to stay trapped in your mind. And that's pretty much all I got at the moment. Going back to, you no longer have to chase, you're gonna know that. I'll take an example today. Today I walked into work and I walked into a complete chaotic mess. The past couple days, me and a couple crew, quite a few crew members, we started cleaning and we were doing a really good job, all for the second shift to just kind of pee all over it, in a sense. Thank goodness it was just two of us that saw it, because the third person that came in just started cleaning it. And I literally looked at it and I said, we've been doing this for nothing. We're just gonna keep getting sabotaged, right? I let it go, and because I had to work on computer issues, the entire place crashed, so we couldn't. All I kept saying to them is, we're never gonna open on time. So let's just do the best we can, and I'll just take this one, I'll get in trouble for it, it's fine. Those two, because they've watched me work my butt off, and I decided, you know what, I'm done, I quit. I can't keep doing this. They got that place up and running, just the two of them. They worked their butt off because they seen me do it. And they were like, nope, you're not walking away from us that fast. So you don't realize how much of an influence you have on people. These people, and there was only 2 of them, they worked really fast. They did not only, you know, what the night crew messed up, but then their jobs, and then on top of that, my job as well. So I was highly impressed, and I actually had to take a step back, and I was watching it and I was like, wow, so these people actually do care. So yay, it wasn't all for nothing. So, you know, take stock in that. That was, you know, they believed in an, you know, basically what happened is I told them, here's the goal that we're trying to meet, and they liked it. So yay for that. So that ended up turning out to be a nice day. A rough little morning, but the right people showed up and they knew what I was looking for, and they just did it and they made it happen. And then they kept like saying, see, and I was like, I'm so proud of you guys. So I went and got donuts. I felt like people should have been rewarded for that. So again, I guess my purpose is to just, you know, keep going, keep helping, you know, trying to change some things around. And I actually had a guy today, I had to have a sit down. He's a younger kid, and he does not like change, and he just said it was too much for him. So I told him that I have no, you know, I just wanted him to be happy. I'm not mad, but I'm willing to transfer him to, you know, that way he's not jobless. I can transfer you to another store. I just want you to be happy. He wants to stay, but he implemented his ideas today, and it's all gonna work out. So I think even though with him being scared and me having a nice chat with him, I did not realize how much of an influence I have on complete strangers. These people do not know me. You know, again, I told them my vision. Here's what we're gonna do. And this, for us to flip this store, it's not only gonna bring opportunities for the current employees within this company, but it's going to also offer opportunities for future employees so that they can, you know, rise up in titles. So that's what we're trying to do right now. And I literally thought, a lot of people told me that this might be a lost cause because, you know, the work ethics, some people just don't care. But I thought I would have a bigger fight, and I guess I really don't. I guess I have to just believe in people. And I think somewhere down the line, I kind of lost that in a sense. You know, I wasn't probably aligned with the right people at the time. You know, they say everything happens for a reason, and I'm actually very happy right now with how everything got presented to me. So I'm actually, not only am I happy, but I'm shocked, because I really just thought this was going to be a lost cause, and then, you know what, give up. But no, these people want it, you know, probably more than me. So who knows? Anyways, let's get a card. Enough about me. Let's go to you guys. But again, just keep your eyes out. Look for the changes, and you're going to be really surprised and probably really happy, you know, especially if you have a kind heart. Someone made a bad choice, and you are going to get some negative karma. It's either you or someone around you that you know. But it was destined and fated for them to make that bad choice and for them to receive that negative karma. Again, we're going back to the test. Testing someone's heart. And they are destined and fated to reconcile. So someone made a bad choice, but they were meant to make that bad choice, and now they are gonna come in and reconcile the situation. That's nice. Actually, that's the Ace of Cups. So they're coming in with a nice, loving conversation. Yep. And here's what some of you don't even know. This is gonna bring in absolute happiness. This is the Sun card. Leo energy. But even though there is some bad news, you're gonna be very, very happy with this reconciliation. But the bad news is somebody's still looking deeper into the situation. Maybe they're trying to come up with a plan. This is also stalker energy, so you might have somebody watching you on social media, or trying to figure out what you're doing, maybe your routines. Doesn't have to be stalker energy, but definitely someone is digging deeper into the situation. Also, because this is the Four of Cups, this is somebody focusing on what they lost instead of what they can have and what they already have. See, there's 3 blessings behind this lady, you know, and there's 3 cups and they're overfilled with love and water. The cup is full of love, but this person is looking at 1 cup and looking at everything that they lost. Stop doing that to yourself. It's gone. The past is gone. You can't get it back. So the bad news is if you are reminiscing about the past, then you're going to miss your blessings. And all she has to do is look over to her, you know, look over the shoulder and boom, complete happiness and love. A new loving, emotional beginning. And that's the one thing I've been trying to tell people. Everyone always focuses too much on what they lost, but they never realize, look at all the people you're going to meet. And you don't even know who all the people you're going to maybe love or help or, you know, just in my journey in the last few months, I've met so many people that actually have healed me in a sense, which is funny. And I've learned some lessons from, and now I know why I am, why I need to be the way that I am and not to change, and to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and because of them, they've given me like hope in future, hope in humanity, you know, hope in just my work life area. Anyways, let's keep going. Well, someone's breaking free from the devil, whatever the devil may be from you. Maybe they broke their karmic contract. They're either stepping into a new contract, or somebody is married or about to get married. So congratulations. Maybe someone's trying to come up with a plan so that they can get married. Maybe somebody already is married and is trying to figure out, how do I reconcile this situation? At the end of the day, this person's going to be very happy, and so are you if you're in this situation. Let's move forward. What else do we need to know? Well, there's something else we do not need to know, or that we do not know, sorry. Maybe there's something that we do not need to know. But there is something we don't know. The Emperor is coming out. He is doing the right thing. Emperors typically do the right thing. They do what's best for everyone involved. They are not selfish. They're really good rulers. And sometimes they, you know, when you get the Emperor card, it also could be like some sort of authority figure, obviously a dad, or you know, could wear a uniform. But at the end of the day, at the right time is what I was going to say. But at the end of the day, this person always does the right thing for everyone involved. He is not selfish. He does not abuse his power. He's very wise. And he just released himself. Yep, he knows he's going to lose money, but he wanted all the secrets to come out. And he didn't have any help doing it. But the secrets all came out. Maybe he didn't help somebody. Maybe he thinks you know, hold on. Let's see. I don't feel negative. I do feel a little like it could go that way, or this guy was looked at as an emperor, but the secrets came out and now he's being released from people because he doesn't help people. So he's a fake, a phony. You know, I do get that energy, that masks are coming off. People's true intentions are being revealed, especially if they try to keep it hidden. People who are usually hiding things, like if you ask them questions, they get really defensive. And that's when you know something's up. Something's not right, right? But a true emperor doesn't hide things. He doesn't need to lie. He's 4 kings wrapped in one, so he's very wise and balanced. Anyways, going on the good aspects, he released himself. All the secrets are out. He didn't have any help. And he doesn't want any help because you know what? He's getting ready to have a face-to-face talk with the person he loves. And she's all by herself and she don't even see this coming. This is 9 of Pentacles. If you resonate, you're basically a single woman. You got your shit together. You're very stable. 1 more Pentacle and you have it all. Are you waiting on your Emperor? Because guess what? It's about to happen. And why? Because your Emperor knows that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't cause an injustice. You're by yourself. You mind your own business, and he knows that. We got the King of Cups. Maybe the Emperor's in love, or maybe someone in love now has clarity. Could be a water sign, but doesn't have to be. It's just a man in love, and now he's got clarity about an injustice. And right now he's not moving forward. Why? Because he just completed a cycle and he ended something. It's over. He ended something. And now he's ready to talk about it. This is having a heartfelt conversation. Could be with his kids. Doesn't have to be. But he's talking in a very loving and kind way about something. He ended something and he did it the right way. Yeah, it was something from the past. I also get that this King of Cups had to grow up because he received some sort of loving communication, and that's when he got a wake-up call. Okay, I got to end this. I'm immature, and now I'm growing up, and guess what? Now I'm the King of Cups. And he did put matters into his own hands. And yes, he was wearing a mask, but he also manifested this. This is universal energies, and he is being guided to talk about it. Yeah, he's being guided to move forward. Something about his workplace. Whatever offer that he got at work, he's not going to get it. Something about like he's been working a lot, but he's not getting a stable offer. He's not getting the money. And the only reason why this King of Cups is not getting a stable offer is because this is his karma. What goes around comes around. This is about reaping what you sow. Yeah, it was a fight that should have never have happened. Don't fight the energy at this time. Try not to fight with people at this time. This energy right now would best suit everyone if they were more forgiving and loving and kind, kind of like walk like Jesus did. Jesus knew that, hey, all of his disciples were going to stab him in the back. You know, some of them did it 3 times and he knew it, but it fulfilled a prophecy. And these people were like, felt so guilty because why? They didn't do the right thing. It's all about faith and trust, having loyalty to someone. Loyalty to yourself? I don't know. This is also a time to sever ties and for truths to come out. And if you are a person who's not fighting and you are severing ties or telling the truth, or you're a walking truth speaker, you are being protected by God at this time. So, and he wanted you to know that. Somebody's soul cannot rest at this time. It's because either you have 2 choices to make, or you already made them, or you did not see something coming. And because you wanted to stay, this is Neptune energy, basically, because remember, Neptune's still in retrograde. You wanted to wear the rose-colored glasses. Look at this card. I don't know if you can see it, but she's blindfolded. She can take that blindfold off. So either your soul can't rest because you had 2 choices to make, and what you didn't see coming is you had to lose something you couldn't get back. but you decided not to put any work and effort in. This is holding on too tightly to something. And every time I say this to people, and I just know it I know it from experience, the very thing that you hold on to the tightest is the very thing you're going to lose. And it hurts. It truly does hurt. And I know that from experience. Someone did not put work and effort in from their kids, so now they're losing something they can't get back from them. Could be love, could be respect. I also say because someone didn't want to put work in, it's like lazy energy. Maybe they were selfish. They need to apologize. 2, a Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign energy doesn't have to be. This is a woman who is a good business lady. She likes nature. She's very laid back and cool. She's in the upright position, but she does deserve an apology. Or she will be getting one if you are this Queen of Pentacles. You will be getting an apology, of some sort. From somebody who was lazy and that they did not put work and effort into you. And this could also be someone's kids know that you're this person, but they can't help you at this time. Like they can't jump in or step in because there's a past battle that's going on in the background behind your back and you don't even know it. Someone is hanging on to a past battle when it comes to, you could be like a walking mirror, so you're reflecting that onto someone else and you're making them face like a past battle, but it has nothing to do with you. So you're being asked, if you are this person, you're going to have a new beginning because you're going to be released from that situation. Why? Because it's not your battle. Could be a battle with a family or kids. Just walk away, release yourself, give it to God. Yeah, walk away. And when you walked away, or if you already did, or if you haven't yet, and this is your confirmation, don't worry, walk away. It's not over. It's not going to end. There's something that will not end. Why? Because you and someone else have a contract to fulfill. You have an inner knowing that you had to walk away and you know that it's not over. Something did not end, or the person you're walking away from, it's not over between the two of you yet. But you are going to receive a gift. It could be money or some sort of a gift is coming into your way. Probably an apology. Why? Because this person was holding on to a past battle or something from the past. This was divinely guided. The divine did step in and intervened. Also, if you are the Queen of Pentacles, pay attention to your intuition. You're being guided to something. You're also being guided to celebrate. Yay. If you resonate with the Queen of Wands, could be fire sign energy, doesn't have to be. You're just a beautiful single lady. You got a lot of spark on you. Typically, they can be a little younger, but they don't have to be. They just can carry this energy. If you resonate with the Queen of Wands, you're creative, beautiful, sexy. You are going to be working together with someone. God is teaming you up. But you have to forgive someone for a wrongdoing. Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. This is what would Jesus do. All you have to do is, if you're going to want to work with somebody, you're going to have to forgive them again. So that you can have your wish fulfillment. This is you having it all. 10 of Pentacles. But once you do get your wish fulfillment, be a little cautious, okay? Because there was something in the background about manipulation or abuse. And you're not going to get any written communication. Written communication is not going to come in at this time. Why? Because of manipulation or some sort of abuse. You don't need to look any deeper, so you already know. And most people are not going to be communicating this weekend, so probably no phone calls. That has a lot to do with Gemini. When Geminis are overstimulated, or too much in their mind. They kind of have a tendency to withdraw from people, blocking people, delays. So expect delays in the next few days. Remember, we left Mercury retrograde, but we still got other planets that are in retrograde right now too. So communication, texts, phone calls, you know, expect delays at this time. Some people have a tendency when they're let's say overstimulated or too much in their mind, they tend to start blocking people off of their social media, whatever. Anyhow, maybe you block this girl. It's a female. Could be anybody, but she is not in the upright position. She could be a water sign, but doesn't have to be. Excuse me for a second. What was at the bottom of the deck? Ooh, we got two different types of females. So somebody blocked these two females. This one is manipulative. This is like puppet energy. Dance for me, my little puppets. She usually just wants, I don't know why I said it like that. She usually just, if she's talking to you because she wants something from you. And it usually only benefits her. So selfish, bitter, angry, not loving and kind. And then you got this girl too, who's the Empress in reverse. She's not a good mom, doesn't take care of herself. Doesn't make anything beautiful, don't even take care of the kids. Maybe you need to not engage. Basically, don't call, don't text, and block them. These two type of women are not gonna do you any good. She probably doesn't even wash her own butt. I'll be honest with you. If she ain't taking care of herself, she ain't taking care of the house, she ain't making nothing pretty. This is codependency energy. And this girl, she just mean, cold-hearted. She ain't got no love in her body. And and you need to make it a priority. But they have a priority. Their priority is this girl. Oh, wonderful. This is the Queen of Swords energy. Could be an air sign. This is a girl, woman, and she is truthful and honest. She's got communication coming in, probably from those two girls. So these two girls are bitter and jealous of this one. This one out here, minding her own business, fighting battles, that turning into a butterfly, changing her challenges or adversities into trying to make it something beautiful. She's just working with whatever she can. But she healed. She's truthful and honest. She's healed. You might be, I know I said this in another reading, but if you resonate with this card, you might need to be truthful and honest to these two type of girls. If you're dealing with this kind of woman or female energy, maybe you need to be truthful and honest, and you need to somehow tell them, yo, you need to heal. Heal yourself. You won't be brokenhearted. If you are a younger fire sign, but doesn't have to be, just a younger male, you're going to be guided to take action on something. And some of you guys are going to be taking action on traveling. And when you travel, you're traveling with some truth. And you're ready to fight. Like you're coming in to protect someone. This guy, when he travels, he's going to get his wish fulfillment. One guy's getting his wish fulfillment and the other one's not. The other one's going to be struggling because he took action on something. Oh, he is in his ego and he's mad, super mad. He needs a cape. He's super mad. This is could be any fire sign, masculine, doesn't have to be. He's in the reverse position, so this is someone who is abusive. Just a total a-hole. Narcissistic. He don't care. He's super mad though, angry. And he don't want to hit rock bottom. And he is going to be judged. Why? Because someone is going to face him and tell him some truth. If you are an earth sign, but doesn't have to be, if you resonate with the King of Pentacles, typically a man who has money. Doesn't have to be, but maybe you're wealthy or a good business person, like in nature, you're an earth sign. You need to be truthful and honest, because the more truthful and honest you are with yourself, this is what will bring it to your life. The 10 of Cups. This is having it all. Emotional fulfillment, a happy family. That's a man loving his woman and baby. So if you're a King of Pentacles and this is what you want, you need to be truthful and honest. And you need to return back to, and you will return back to companionship and financial stability. But you have to break free from something first. Maybe your family was happy that you got a divorce. Maybe you're thinking about divorcing. Whatever it is, from your divorce, let's say if it was a past thing, you're returning back to companionship and financial stability. And your family's happy about it. So that's good. Or you are going to have emotional fulfillment, like having it all, in a sense. Because you broke free out of one. I feel like it was breaking a contract, or maybe it has something to do with the past, or maybe a divorce. But at the end of the day, you're going to have emotional fulfillment. Why? Because you broke free from, let's say, that family dynamics or that situation, and now you are able to start a more loving life instead of a more, let's say you were more on your one relationship, mostly it was business. Now you're going to start a new beginning, and it's going to be based off of love and emotions. We'll say that. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. Anything else we need to know before I move on to the dice? Just that if you are a Queen of Wands, if you are this Queen of Wands, you're being guided to do something creative so that you can share your money. And it's something that you already know. You are going to share your wealth. Some of you that have caused an injustice, you will not be moving forward at this time. And nobody will be helping you. Let's go to the dice. What does the dice have to say? Justice. Something about justice will be served. Somebody's going to get a letter in the mail that might bring them justice. Definitely traveling is high. And somebody will not be celebrating. Someone's going to get a phone call that someone who went to jail. Somebody's very happy and in love, but they did not get the gift yet. Maybe they have a gift and they don't want to give it. I feel like the person that's in love might send somebody some flowers or some sort of gift. The act is now over. I just heard that. The mask fell off. Truth came out. Yeah, someone's going to be driving. And when this person drives, this other person's going to be super mad, super angry. Something about the year of the dragon might be significant, or if you're the Chinese zodiac of the dragon. Yeah, it came out again. Something that you planted, if you are that dragon, zodiac sign of a dragon or Chinese zodiac sign of the dragon, the seeds you planted, you're going to be harvesting them either this month, very soon. You're going to be harvesting something very soon. Someone built a wall of protection around them because they were scared. Someone's got an identity issue. Could be identity theft, doesn't have to be. But somebody built a wall and they're very scared. It's because they don't know who they are. And they parted. I'm hearing I didn't want to dance with you. I don't know what that meant. That's for somebody. Somebody's very mad. Someone is actually going to run after their wish fulfillment. And that's going to make a lot of people mad. Some people don't want to see you happy. I'm getting a no answer. No to religion. Religion's turned upside down. So someone's got a God complex. Usually if people don't believe in God, it's because they don't have an issue with you. They have an issue with God, especially if you're the one that does believe in God. Somebody caused an injustice and an imbalance. There could be a religion that might fall because they caused an injustice. Someone feels rejected, and that's why they feel lonely. They gotta know. Because they're insecure. The number 7 is significant. That's destruction and creation. Things have to fall apart so it can be built on a stable, firm foundation. Somebody definitely is blocked, and they're not moving forward because they're not moving. Oh, this is victim mode mentality. They don't want to move because they feel lonely, but they don't want to be lonely anymore. That's because they have a dark entity attached to them, because they're insecure, the spirit of insecurity and greed. So the beast is coming out in them. There are some people that don't have any money and that are struggling and that are actually staying really silent. They're covering their mouths, staying really silent and not telling anybody. Something about children are going to be more optimistic, probably because they're all going back to school. Something about love. Love is significant. Someone's no longer curious anymore because they have been enlightened. Somebody's going to lose money because they thought they were on top of the world. They didn't want to fall, and they're going to fall. The very thing you're holding on to is the very thing that you're going to lose because you had too tight of a hold on it. It was universally guided. The universe is speaking. Somebody is trying to manifest money and they will not have it. Why? Because they were too busy being lazy and sleeping on the opportunity that the universe was trying to push them to. Wake up, people. Pay attention to your signs. You might not, like, they didn't get the reward. They didn't get the treasure. Why? Because they were sleeping on it. They built a wall. And now they're not going to get the reward. They're not going to be victorious. They need a... Those of you that might be struggling, let's say, with your identity, maybe not knowing who you are, try to heal your root chakra. That's your feet. Go out into nature, put your feet in the ground just outside your house. Definitely try to heal your root and your sacral. Your sacral. And probably your solar as well. So your sacral and solar is right here. And then your root is at the bottom of your feet. Things are falling apart right now so that things can be built on a solid, firm foundation. And no, you will not reap that reward yet right now. Because you have to fall first before you can get the reward. Something with love is really significant. Maybe somebody is sleeping on love. They didn't take a love opportunity. They're ignoring it. If they do not get, if they want to, the universe is offering certain somebodies, here's a chance at real love. And you want to sleep on it and you want to miss that opportunity, you are not going to get that opportunity again. Some of you are missing it because you're greedy, selfish, insecure. You're going to end up very, very lonely, even though that's what you don't want to be. Something about milk, cows, dairy. Somebody's been crying a lot because they didn't take an opportunity. All you got to do is wake up, make that phone call, take that out. that some of your opportunities are actually waiting for you to walk through that door. And once you walk through that door, you're going to be very happy that you took that opportunity. I know it's scary. And some of you need to just open up communication, because a lot of you are not communicating. And I just had that conversation at work today. A lot of people are upset, but they're not communicating about it. And once they did, they felt like a million times better. And they worked a lot better today. There were no issues. Again, the number 7. So this is about destruction and creation. Things have to fall apart for things to come back together. Let's get an advice card and end this beautiful reading. Someone made a huge mess. Ooh. Your focus and abundance. This is about discipline, getting what you want. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and toward what is. Pay extra attention to where you place your focus, and that will be the first step toward creating an amazing life. Abundance, you're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you are deserving of it and believe that it will all flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Just breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Somebody wants something, but they're too scared to speak it. And I saw that today in this kid. So that is very significant. Somebody wants something, but they're too scared to speak it. You need to say it. Say the weird thing. All right, let's get a card and end this beautiful reading. Oh, yeah. Your will. Empowerment. The universe works to give you what you ask for. The words we use invite actions and events that sometimes we really don't want. This is all about the power of your words. There is no need for goals and dreams when your thoughts are consumed with negative and self-limiting beliefs. Words consist of vibrations and sounds. It is these vibrations that create the very reality that surrounds us. Without words, a thought can never become a reality. Even God spoke life into existence. The number 7. 7 days he created. I just lost my spot. So be careful of distractions, people pulling you away from what you're actually supposed to be doing. Remember to choose your words wisely. Say positive affirmations with, I know, I am, I love, I create, I do, I see, I belong, I feel, or I honor. Speak from the heart. When you choose your words bravely, consciously, and lovingly, and you speak from a place of love for yourself, for life, and for others, your words then equal your world. People who pay attention with words are more conscious of the subtleties that conversations contain and are less likely to be swayed by emotional appeals, manipulation, or even fall victim to their own prejudices. The limit of your language means the limit of your world. Language is not just a means of communication, but it is a means of perception and a window into our souls. And just as the windows of our homes frame the world outside, so too do the words we choose frame the world within us. In a world woven with words, a mysterious force molds our thoughts and behaviors, dictating how we communicate with each other and our manners and beliefs. This is your will, and this is how we start to change all worlds. Here's your voice, and use it and choose it. Use it wisely and choose your words wisely. That is all I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves, and until we meet again, namaste.